Welcome to Maths Companion. Let us recall what we have learned in the last video. We have learned the identity a plus b into c minus d equal to ac minus ad plus bc minus bd. There was a homework. Let us do it now. 103 into 198. 103 is equal to 100 plus 3 and 198 is 200 minus 2. So this can be written as 100 plus 3 into 200 minus 2. This is 100 into 200 minus 100 into 2 plus 3 into 200 minus 3 into 2. 100 into 200 is 20,000 minus 100 into 2 is minus 200. 3 into 200 is 600 minus 3 into 2 is minus 6. Let us add the positive numbers together. 20,000 plus 600 is 20,600. Minus 200 minus 6 is minus 206. Subtracting we get 20,394. Today let us learn another identity. We know a plus b into c minus d is ac minus ad plus bc minus bd. Let us replace c minus d by a minus b. Then we can write a plus b into a minus b. Let us multiply now. This is a into a minus a into b plus b into a. B into a and a into b are same. Minus b into b. A into a is a square. Minus a into b is minus ab. Plus a into b is plus ab. Minus b into b is minus b square. Minus ab plus ab is 0. So this can be written as a square minus b square. That is a plus b into a minus b is a square minus b square, or the product of the sum and difference of two positive numbers is the difference of the squares. Now let us see how we can use this identity. Let us multiply 205 by 195. 205 is 200 plus 5 and 195 is 200 minus 5. We know a plus b into a minus b is a square minus b square. Therefore, 200 plus 5 into 200 minus 5 is 200 square minus 5 square. Square of 2 is 4. Therefore, square of 200 is 40,000. 5 square is 25. 40,000 minus 25 is 39,975. That is 205 into 195 is 39,975. Another problem. 9 and a half into 8 and a half. 9 and a half can be written as 9 plus half and 8 and a half can be written as 9 minus half. A plus b into a minus b is a square minus b square. Therefore 9 plus half into 9 minus half is 9 square minus half square. 9 square is 81. Half square is 1 by 4. So this can be written as 81 minus 1 by 4. Now we have to subtract. How can we subtract easily? 81 can be written as 80 plus 1. So we can write 80 and from 1 we can subtract 1 by 4. 1 minus 1 by 4 is 3 by 4. So we can write 80 plus 3 by 4 or 80 and 3 by 4. That means 9 and a half into 8 and a half is 83 by 4. Another problem. 168 square minus 162 square. We know a square minus b square is a plus b into a minus b. Therefore 168 square minus 162 square is 168 plus 162 into 168 minus 162. 168 plus 162 is 330 and 168 minus 162 is 6. Multiplying we get 1980. That is 168 square minus 162 square is 1980. Some natural numbers can be written as the difference of two perfect squares. We can use the identity a plus b into a minus b is equal to a square minus b square to do that. For example, suppose we have to express 45 as the difference of two perfect squares. It is enough to find two numbers a and b such that a square minus b square is equal to 45. We know a square minus b square is equal to a plus b into a minus b. Therefore, this can be written as a plus b into a minus b is equal to 45. That means we have to express 45 as the product of two numbers. We know 45 is equal to 45 into 1 or 15 into 3 or 5 into 9. Let us take the factors as 45 and 1. That is, let a plus b is equal to 45 and a minus b is equal to 1. If the sum and difference of two numbers are given, we can find the numbers. Half the sum of the sum and difference is the greater number. Half the difference of the sum and difference is the smaller number. Let us add a plus b and a minus b and take half of it. That is, let us find a plus b plus a minus b by 2. Plus b and minus b becomes 0. A plus a is 2a. 2a divided by 2 is a. That is, a is half the sum of a plus b and a minus b. Therefore, we can write a is equal to 45 plus 1 by 2. 45 plus 1 is 46. 46 divided by 2 is 23. That means a is 23. Now let us find the difference of a plus b and a minus b and divide it by 2. That is a plus b minus a minus b by 2. Let us first remove the bracket. This can be written as a plus b minus a plus b divided by 2. A minus a is 0. B plus b is 2b. 2b divided by 2 is b. That is, b is equal to a plus b minus a minus b by 2, or b is equal to 45 minus 1 by 2. 45 minus 1 is 44 and 44 by 2 is 22. That means the value of b is 22. Now we have written 45 as a square minus b square, and a is 23, b is 22. Therefore 45 is equal to 23 square minus 22 square. This is one way of expressing 45 as the difference of two perfect squares. Now let us take the factors 15 and 3. Then we can write 45 as the difference of two perfect squares in another way. Let a square minus b square is equal to 45. That is, a plus b into a minus b is 45. Let us take a plus b as 15 and a minus b as 3. Now a is 15 plus 3 divided by 2, or 18 by 2, or 9. B is a plus b minus a minus b by 2, or 15 minus 3 by 2. 15 minus 3 is 12. 12 by 2 is 6. That means b is 6. 45 is equal to a square minus b square, and a is 9, b is 6. Therefore 45 is equal to 9 square minus 6 square. We can express 45 as the difference of two perfect squares in another way also. We can take the factors as 9 into 5. Let a square minus b square is equal to 45. That means a plus b into a minus b is 45. Let us take a plus b as 9 and a minus b as 5. Then a is 9 plus 5 divided by 2. 9 plus 5 is 14. 14 by 2 is 7. B is 9 minus 5 by 2. 9 minus 5 is 4. 4 by 2 is 2. 45 is equal to a square minus b square. A is 7. B is 2. Therefore 45 is equal to 7 square minus 2 square. Here 45 can be expressed as a product of two numbers in three different ways. So we can express 45 as the difference of two perfect squares in three different ways. So we have expressed 45 as the difference of two perfect squares in three different ways. Can we write any natural number as the difference of two squares using this method? Let us check. Let us take the number 10 and try to express it as the difference of two perfect squares. To express 10 as a difference of two perfect squares, it is enough to find two numbers a and b such that a square minus b square is equal to 10. A square minus b square is a plus b into a minus b. So this can be written as a plus b into a minus b is equal to 10. That means we have to write 10 as the product of two numbers. We know 10 is equal to 10 into 1 or 5 into 2. Let us take the factors as 10 and 1. That is, a plus b is equal to 10 and a minus b is equal to 1. Then we know a is 10 plus 1 divided by 2. 10 plus 1 is 11, 11 by 2 is 5 and a half. And b is 10 minus 1 divided by 2. 10 minus 1 is 9, 9 by 2 is 4 and a half. 10 is equal to a square minus b square. And a is 5 and a half, b is 4 and a half. Therefore, 10 is equal to 5 and a half square minus 4 and a half square. These are not squares of natural numbers. Therefore, they are not perfect squares. Now let us take the factors 5 and 2 and check whether we can express 10 as the difference of two perfect squares. Let a square minus b square is equal to 10. That is a plus b into a minus b is equal to 10. Let us take the factors as 5 and 2. That is a plus b is 5 and a minus b is 2. Then a is 5 plus 2 divided by 2. That is 7 by 2 or 3 and a half. B is 5 minus 2 divided by 2. That is 3 by 2 or 1 and a half. So 10 is equal to 3 and a half square minus 1 and a half square. These are not squares of natural numbers, therefore they are not perfect squares. Perfect squares means squares of natural numbers. These are not squares of natural numbers, therefore these are not perfect squares. That means 10 cannot be expressed as the difference of two perfect squares. So there are certain numbers which cannot be expressed as the difference of two perfect squares. What kind of natural numbers cannot be written as the difference of two perfect squares? Look at the factors here. In both the cases, one factor is an odd number. To express a number as the difference of two perfect squares, first of all, we have to write the number as the product of two numbers. Then we have to find half the sum of these numbers and half the difference of these numbers. We know the sum of an odd number and even number is an odd number, and half an odd number is always a fraction. Similarly, the difference of an even number and odd number is an odd number, and half an odd number is always a fraction. What happens when both the factors are even? The sum and difference of two even numbers is again an even number, and half an even number is always a natural number. We know sum and difference of two odd numbers is even number, and half an even number is always a natural number. That means to express a number as the difference of two perfect squares, first of all we have to express the number as a product of two factors. Among the two factors, if one is an odd number, it cannot be expressed as the difference of two perfect squares. If both the factors are odd, or if both the factors are even, we can express that number as the difference of two perfect squares. Now let us recall what we have learned today. A plus b into a minus b is equal to a square minus b square, or the product of the sum and difference of two positive numbers is the difference of the squares. Now a homework. 26.5 into 23.5. We shall discuss the remaining part in the next video. Till then, bye.